Good morning. Wonderful turnout today. I am Ginny Fox, and I'm a practitioner here at Centers for Spiritual Living. So, first of all, before I say anything, Vinu and I graduated together, practitioner. So to be serving with her is just like a dream come true. That's been wonderful. So today I want to continue the talk, which we've been working on all month, which is the practice of becoming, okay? So it's practice, that word. When we meditate, we practice. That's called, you say, do you have a meditation practice? And I've been meditating probably 11, 12 years. And what I'm working on now is being in the moment, okay? Not reliving the past or rehearsing the future or acting on impulse, but just being there. And it's not easy. What I allow myself sometimes to do is just kind of take a minute and plan my day. Then I go into my meditation. So Ernest Holmes, the founder of our teaching, reminds us life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. So if that's true, and I believe it is, it's not about changing our outer world. It's about changing and consciously practicing our inner evolution. So it's about noticing, what am I thinking? What am I believing? And what am I rehearsing in my brain, like when you're talking to yourself, that kind of thing? So this Easter, I went to see my son, and he's a bhikkhu. He's a monk at a Bayagiri. And I stayed there for 3 days in this wonderful room that they have for the moms. And it's a Bayagiri, and it's 2.5 hours north of San Francisco. We had a puja, and a puja is 15 minutes of chanting, 45 minutes of meditating. Then they had a Dharma talk, and Ajahn Naniko did the talk. And he talked about self-reliance and things like that. And then he had this thing, and he said, here is unskillful thoughts, here is skillful thoughts, and here is the heart that transcends both. And I just thought that was so beautiful. I keep that in mind. I was pleased that I could meditate for 45 minutes without becoming agitated. I think I was just so tired from the drive. So I realized that I was able to do this probably because of that and because I felt peaceful. I really did. It was a wonderful environment. Returning back to what Ernest Holmes said, that if I was putting out wholeness and beauty and nature and peacefulness, and that was definitely what was reflected back to me. Everyone there was supportive and knowledgeable, and I had a lot of uplifting conversations. Ram Dass said, we're all just walking each other home. And if you just look around, look at who's near you. And becoming isn't a solo idea or a project. It's relational, it's communal, right? So it's how we show up for one another, how we forgive, how we listen, and how we love, even when it's not convenient. So the oneness was expressed beautifully by the astronauts when they looked down at our planet, right? They saw the beauty of our human oneness. I almost cried when I heard them say that. So the question I ask myself is, am I becoming more open, more compassionate, more willing to release what no longer serves me? The practice of becoming asked for courage, and it asked us to let go the versions of ourselves we've gotten comfortable with. And this is not easy, because even when something isn't working, it's familiar, right? And the ego, it loves familiar. So here's the beautiful part. We don't have to force becoming. I just have to allow it. And we say yes to it moment by moment. So today I invite you to be gentle with your becoming. Celebrate the small shifts. Honor the unseen growth. and maybe even laugh a little bit, okay? Because becoming isn't perfect, and if it was, we'd all be floating 3 feet off the ground, right? And I don't see anybody up there. So instead, we stay human, we stay present, and we keep becoming together. And so it is.